Hi.
Hi.
We're back.
I'm Kara.
I'm Chris.
And we're the
Midnight
Midnight Babes.
When we have physical books.
Yeah,
What is it? Like The Price is Right?
Yeah. Or no, it's Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Anna goes in.
Yes.
Can you clip it so there's no book here, and then I can go like.
I could try. I don't know how to do that yet. So if I can't do it yet, then you're getting this whole.
That's embarrassing.
Can you clip this? I don't know.
Dave Portnoy, hire us. Smuts in the butts. Smuts in the butts. Smuts in the butts. Put it on a shirt.
We should just get a shirt that says
Smuts in the butts. Do the merch. I'm just telling you.
When we get big enough, that'll be our first merch.
Smuts in the butts. Made a comment one episode and it is stuck with me.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, we're smuts in the butts. It makes no sense
At all.
but that's what we are.
I mean, smut and butts.
They
They
rhyme.
they rhyme and they go hand in hand.
Oh, I was like, they rhyme.
And I'm like, I mean.
And they both have UT in them.
Not a UTI.
Hope not.
No, that just reminds me of fucking Carnage. That bitch is gonna get a UTI.
That sucker? Girl.
Girl.
That ain't pH safe.
No.
It ain't.
Could you imagine if someone came out with a pH safe sucker for that reason? I know there are fucking kinks out there for that.
I'm gonna go on a Google search later.
I highly doubt. Oh, it depends on like what the sugar they do, because it's all based like sugar is.
Yeah. Interesting. I know. I'm like, no.
No. God.
Well, we're back. We're gonna do Where's Molly?
Yep.
As a follow-up from H.D. Carlton's Haunting and Hunting, Adeline. And then we'll also do Does It Hurt, which is by H.D. Carlton. And then I'll do a quick sprinkle on Satan's Affair.
Yeah.
So I guess we can start with Where's Molly?
Yep.
Since we just exited
from
Cat and Mouse Duet.
Yep.
And, we talked about how Adeline is in this really terrible situation. And she finds these letters in the floorboard from this girl named Molly. She has no idea who it is, other than I should maybe read what she said.
Yeah, because it was the only thing keeping her sane and keeping her going of I'm going to get out of this situation. And obviously Molly did get out.
Yeah, she's no longer there.
Yeah, and I think for a brief moment there she thought okay, well, did she die?
Yeah, there was a wonder of is she dead or did she make it?
Yeah.
And I think Adeline just chose to believe she made it.
Well, I think talking to Rio as well, because Rio is in Where's Molly, because he helps her
escape.
Yep.
So Where's Molly starts and it's present day. And that threw me off because I thought we were going to be back to where Adeline was, but Molly was going to be there. I do appreciate HD didn't make us go through that again. Yeah. For the whole book.
I was expecting that, though.
That's what I was too.
Expecting to get more of how she went through
how
things.
She survived that situation like Addie did.
Yeah, and she only really touched on it.
Yeah, there was a portion.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can tell it's a thinner book.
Yeah.
But it's present. You see Molly, she's working at a pig farm, and you're kind of
okay.
Literally right away, she's taking dudes off a table and feeding them to the pigs. I'm like, oh.
To oregano and...
Yeah, the names of the pigs.
They're all spices.
Hysterical. I can't take it seriously when she's they're chowing down on people. Yeah. And she's oregano. I'm like, bitch, I know you did not name those pigs the cutest names ever.
I mean, gotta have some humor with what she's gone through.
So, were there trigger warnings in this one? Look,
I want to say.
I believe there was too.
Playlist. Author's note.
Just before you continue, it's highly recommended you read Cat and Mouse Duet. Dark romance includes triggers such as murder, gore. Obviously, she's feeding bodies to pigs. Okay. Graphic language, graphic sexual situations, child assault, and grape, but not depicted. Toxic relationships between the main characters, child abuse and neglect, suicidal thoughts and ideations, human trafficking, drug and alcohol use, and animals being fed suspect shit. They are not abused, though, I promise, he says.
No, those pigs are well fed.
Yeah. Book also includes kinks such as biting, breath play, blood play, and degradation. Again, I was like, what's with the blood play, girl? Like, I never heard of it until I read
Cat and Mouse.
Yeah, so I was like, whoa.
Yep.
So again, pretty like heavy trigger warnings, but I don't feel it was as heavy.
Oh no, not at all. I feel like this was a tame
compared to Hunting. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Even compared to Haunting, like compared to both of them, like this was tame in aspects of it. But I still like really enjoyed it though, because it was like we get to learn more about what
Molly went
how
through.
She's doing and whatnot. So
yeah, she's working for a man or a company named Legion. She doesn't really like know, but they run an underground organization. So when you're reading Where's Molly, you're like, so does she work for Zayd?
That was my thought, because like, those two organizations, they seem a lot alike, but I feel like Legion is, okay, yeah, you take these people out, but then they roped in Molly to be like, hey, we need to dispose of these bodies. You have pigs.
Yeah. And I mean, she finds out later that Legion is Z.
No.
He's not?
No. Two different organizations.
Weird. I thought, oh, that's right, because he ends up explaining that at the end. Okay. You're right.
Yes.
Because I remember also being like, well, okay, so Legion is Z. And I remember just thinking, like,
but
because it wasn't. No, because he also kills, like, specific people for like sex crimes with women and children, blah blah blah. So they give you a little bit of like, okay, here's what Molly's doing, and then they're like, skirt back to like 2007, and you're like, oh. We find out that like Molly has grown up in this like really tragic home life.
Parents are just crackheads.
Her infant sister Layla is like not being cared for, but that is like what seems to be like Molly's will to live is for like her little sister.
Yeah.
She's not going to leave her infant sister
because Molly's the only one working,
and she's the only one that's not like on like mom and dad are just like not with it.
Not at all. They don't give a shit about Layla. They don't give a shit about her. The only reason they do give a shit about Molly is because Molly brings in the money to get the drugs and put some food on the table.
Yep. So we find out that like Molly ends up being sex trafficked by her dad.
And that whole...
in the weirdest scenario.
Yeah, because he's like, you need to... she's going to go out because Layla needs diapers. And so she's going to go to the corner store, get them. But her dad is like, no, you're not going to go. Blah, blah, blah. Because like But he was like in front of the window, kind of like waiting for someone. She's like, oh, fucking great. And then he's like, fine, if you have to go, you pick me up a pack of beer and some cigarettes. Goes to this corner store. She like is friends with the owner.
The like guy, because she's there all the time.
And he wants to help her so bad,
but he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah,
and like we kind of see, they make it clear in the book that he's like, I don't know what to do.
He's like, just like get Layla, like let's go. We will get you some. Like my wife and I will get you someplace. But while she's there, Daddy-O and some dude comes walking in, and she's like, fucking great. And then Dad's like, you need to leave with him. And she's like, fuck you, I'm not doing that shit.
And next thing you know, they're like walking her out the back, surrounding her.
She's trying to run. And
it's fucked.
It's, it's whole, like
worse for me knowing it's your parent.
Oh,
like, for some reason, I was just like, that's
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, your dad sold you.
Yeah.
So then the book, it like brushes over, kind of. Sorry. Francesca.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they talk about her being there and being with Francesca and, like, in the human trafficking operation and, like, some of those, like, abuse scenes. But we don't get, like, a ton of it. That she kind of was like, it happened. She wrote the letters. She escaped in 2008 with Rio's help, right?
Yep. I think it's because like she touches so much more on that in Hunting that it was like, if you've read these, like,
and that's why she's like, you should read the cat and mouse duet before. Because
if you read this before those,
you know exactly what Molly went through. You don't even need to like use your imagination.
No, because like if you read Where's Molly first, you're gonna know what the fuck is going on.
You're like, who's Molly? Who like
what is this?
What's happening? And I thought it was cool because after Molly escapes, Rocco like. Doesn't he, like, hook her up with somebody to... No,
because Rocco...
She finds that person on her own.
Yeah.
Okay, so, let me back up. Molly gets home, goes and gets her little sister, drops them off on a family's doorstep that she's been watching.
Yes, but before that, she gets home after all this shit, runs into that old couple... Like, and they're trying to help, and she's like, no, because Rocco and them are going to come after me.
They're going to come after me.
So she dips before anything happens. Finally gets back home, because she's in a different fucking state.
From, like, Oregon to, like, Montana. Like...
Totally different state. She gets home. Dad's home. But, like, she tries sneaking in, because she's like, I just need to make sure Layla's okay. Like, I'm going to take her. We're going. Does that. Dad comes in and is like, nope, this is what's like, why are you back? I'm gonna fucking sell you again. If you don't do all this shit, then we're selling Layla, like all of that.
Like, no, you ain't.
Molly flips the fuck out.
She loses it. Rightfully so.
Yes. Ends up killing Daddy.
It's great.
It
was a great
Mom's
movie.
already dead, died of an overdose.
So then takes baby sister.
Yep. And then does the whole...
She watches this family first. They're like wealthy. She like wants to make sure they're a good family. And I'm like, damn it, Molly.
Good.
She leaves them. And she like reaches out to somebody to like get like a fake ID because she's gonna go like off grid. Yeah, that's why I was like, is it Rio?
No, it wasn't Rio. Like she,
or is it Legion that reached out to her? Okay,
because Legion,
because she wasn't like maintaining jobs, and Legion directed Molly to Cage.
Yes,
to the like store that he worked at, the Black Portal.
Yep.
And then like Cage like instantly falls in love with Molly. It's super cute.
They have a nice little one night
together before he is like, I should never see you again. Like,
ships her off to Alaska.
Like new ID, new name. Like, I've wiped you off the grid. I never want to fucking see you again, even though I kind of want to.
Like, he hated doing it, but knew it needed to be done for her situation.
Yep.
She was in Alaska for a bit, and then was like, fuck this. Comes back because she wants to get...
She's just... Yeah, she wants revenge. She
wants revenge.
Doesn't like sitting there just doing nothing.
Yeah.
Under this unknown name.
Yep.
So she comes back and buys the pig farm and then like offers to Legion to dispose of the body. And he's like, okay.
Yeah, because she also gets revenge on that too, because she's like, you have to find these guys.
Yes, and I will help you. Yeah. If you bring them to me, I will dispose of them.
Yep.
So
she's I don't have to kill them, but like, I need to know they're dead.
So they do a really good job at like being like, okay, we're starting here, current day.
Yep.
Right? But then back in 2007, this is where we get the letters from.
Yep.
Right? This is all the things that happened. Then, okay, like 5 years later, so like 2012... She's, trying to go to Alaska, get the new blah, blah, blah.
Life
and then, like, 5 years, she leaves Alaska and goes to Montana.
Yep.
So it's like there is a bit of, like, time jumps, but it's done very seamlessly.
Yes.
And it's done in a way where you're like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And if some of it would have been left out, I would have been like, well, where was she for blah, blah, blah.
And they're only nice little snippets.
Yeah, I was going to say she doesn't, like, again, like...
She doesn't hang on to any of that.
For very long.
She comes back for revenge, but also to like just keep an eye on how Layla is doing. Like she couldn't be away from her. She needs to know she's okay. She goes to her
games. I think it's like
her
soccer games that she watches, and I'm like,
yeah.
Like she doesn't approach,
Nothing. She's very respectful on all of that. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I could fucking do that.
I couldn't handle it. So then like we kind of hear like. There's like a split in the book. Like they give you the backstory, and then like this new guy comes to deliver bodies.
Because it was like, Eli.
Yeah, it's not Eli. It's Cage, the dude she hooked up with.
Like he pulls up, goes out. Like she's turned around, so he only sees her back, and then when she turns back, like facing him, he's like, "Oh fuck." Whoa.
you're supposed to be gone. Like, gone.
And Molly's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And he's like, why are you here?
They're both, like, nervous, excited, and, like, confused, and then they fuck.
Yeah.
Like, while they're disposing of a body.
Yeah, because that was, like, the second time they came in.
Yeah.
Because he was like, what are you doing? Like, and he's drops off the bodies. She's like, get the fuck away. Like, nope, not doing any of this. Like, you shouldn't be here. I want
Cage
Eli.
is really good at, like, respecting her boundaries, too.
Yeah, so he leaves, but, like, stalks her in a way, like, shows up or whatever. Like, it's just the job. And then he starts thinking, like, no, I'm not letting you get away again. And, like, forces a movie night with popcorn and everything. Cute. I was like,
And they do, like, touch on Cage's past and, like, why he is the way he is and why he does what he does.
Yes. But then they get to that point where they're disposing the bodies and they're having, like, an argument or something while she's, like, cutting off limbs and heads. And then
they fuck.
Then they fuck right there.
And then they're, like,
covered in blood.
And I was like...
Everything.
But also, like...
Oh.
Oregano's chowing down. Y'all are fucking smearing blood. I was like, oh.
Yep.
But totally consensual, you know?
Yes.
Then Molly is like, I can't do this.
Yeah, she's like, I'm getting too attached. I cannot do this.
Too much. And she asks Legion, you know, to like
take Cage
stop
off
having Cage, come. Legion's basically like, nah. And then it's so weird because like this is happening, right? And then Zayd and Adeline show up with Cage, okay? And so you're kind of like, huh?
What the fuck? And like how she leads up to it and he's like, hi, I'm Z. And you're like,
it's Z, Adeline. And you're like stoked because you know that they're going to bring the books together and like the letters that she found from Molly. And at the end of the book, she like Adeline is like, you saved me.
Yeah.
Like your letters saved me. And
I know, me too. Because like Addie starts crying, and then Molly starts crying. Like, oh my god, she's like, I was there. I know what you've gone through. Your pages saved me. They helped me get out, and so it was just such a nice, tender moment.
It was so cute. It was just like perfect.
Yeah.
So like,
and then Z is like, I want you to do work for me as well. Like I've already talked to Legion.
That's in the epilogue.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's an extended epilogue.
Yeah.
In this one. Because remember I was like, oh my god.
Like bring it on the very end.
Because it's after the acknowledgments and after the about the author. And it's like, you decided to stick around. And here's your reward.
Yes.
And they give this extended epilogue, which I thought was super fucking interesting. Because she's clearly looking at Zayd with the one brown eye and the one blue eye, and she's like, holy fuck, you're tall.
Yep.
And that is where Molly, Adeline, and Zayd are all like, thank you for saving me.
Yeah.
Like you found it, you know. At the end it's like Molly saying, I'm not sure why, but it feels like Zayd's going to introduce me into a whole new world. And I was kind of like,
so what's gonna happen?
What's next? Like what's next?
Yes.
So I thought Where's Molly was great. Even though it was a quick read, I loved how she brought the books together. I love how she brought the notes in. Like I would probably give it like a 4.7 out of 5.
And it was like it was a nice way to round out Molly's story.
Yes.
It was.
And again, there were great sex scenes. And like it's gory. We like when like
it's a nice mix of the two.
Mix of the both. So like this was perfect, at least for me. I loved it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same rating. Yep.
And then like we'll sprinkle a bit on like Satan's Affair.
Oh yeah, before we run.
Yeah, before we go to Does It Hurt? Because Satan's Affair is like a spin-off story, but like not really. Because it gives you why Sibby is the way she is. You know what I mean? So like Forbidden Love Story, you get to see where we pick up Sibby, which is she's actually like part of the traveling fair.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So, and that's where Zayd ends up picking her up, but we learn a lot more about like her mental health, why she sees these creatures.
Her henchmen.
It's almost like a kind of like a Halloween book because it's just like weird. Like you're very much like questioning the whole time what is real and what is not. Unique blend of horror and romance, right? It's just like it's a page turner because you're like, what is going on with Sibby, but it's also very romantic. You get to hear from Zayd, you get to hear from Sibby, you get to hear from the henchmen. There's a lot of like ebbs and flows in the book as well with Sibby. But like honestly, I thought it was like a really fun read out of like everything else, right? Like it was just so much more fun. It's like it was just interesting. I might want to like read this again because I've got questions.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of like notes about like the backdrop of like heaven and hell and testing loyalty and morality. And I don't think I picked up on a lot of that when I read it.
Oh.
So I'm wondering, maybe that is one I go back and read back. Because when I'm like reading about it, it's like Satan's affair is about the intricate and forbidden relationships of Satan and a mortal woman. The forbidden love story explores the challenges and consequences they face as they navigate their clandestine union amidst the backdrop of heaven and hell, testing the limits of their loyalty and morality. So, I'm wondering, like, does she think that, like, because what I know about Sibby, does she think that her henchmen are Satan? So, like, now I'm, like, questioning, like, maybe I read this book too fast. Maybe it's been a hot minute type of deal.
Well, I think that's one because, like, that's going to be the next one I read because I know it is a short book. So once I'm done with this one, I'm going to read that.
It is a shorter read. And I remember really liking it. But now I'm over here, like, I can kind of tell you what it's about. But, like...
Did you just, like, go through it too fast?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, I'm thinking maybe, like, I just read it too fast.
Mm-hmm.
I can, like, tell you all the scenes that, like, are about Sibby's past. And, like, I know she's, like, born into, like, a religious cult. Which is why I'm, like, is that where they're drawing, like, the parallels between, like, Satan, heaven, and hell?
Oh.
And I know what happened at Satan's affair as well to make Zayd take her, which is in Haunting Adeline. It's more of like Sibby's craziness. Like she's having shit with her henchmen. Like it confirms that they're hallucinations, right? But you also like from her POV, kind of like get to understand what's going on. It's more like fun, but it gives Sibby's story good purpose and it just gives you more background. It was a good read. I thought it was more of a fun read.
It seems like it, because I mean, like, it's Sibby. It's gonna be fun.
Like, you know, she's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it is what it is. I thought it was a fun read. I would still say it was like 3 out of 5. It was well written. It was quick. It's easy to read. And again, it's just like, if you want to know more about like Sibby's crazy ass and why she is the way she is, you should read it. However, I did notice in Where's Molly, she lists like her reading order, right? And it says Satan's Affair first, then Haunting, Where's Molly?
Oh.
And I read Satan's Affair after Haunting and Hunting. And then I read Where's Molly?
Yeah, and I'm going to be at the very end of all that.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it has a direct tie. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So it's like why she is the way she is. It doesn't necessarily tie into Addie's story or Molly's story.
Okay.
It just kind of tells you why she is the way she is and some backstory on her.
Yeah, which I want to know, so.
It was fun. It was a good read. It was just like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
There are still smut scenes, but it's like, it's not the same.
It's not the
same. At all.
Cool.
And then our last H.G. Carlton book
Where does it hurt? Or does it hurt?
Yeah, does it hurt?
Where
does it hurt?
No, I'm thinking of Where Does It Hurt? I think that's the Fae book that I was reading.
Oh.
I think that's the title of it. But yeah, this one's different. No Faes.
Does it hurt? Also, H.G. Carlton. Also, like...
It was good. I really enjoyed this because it had, of course, the romance spiciness of it, but there was
enemies to lovers trope.
Oh, big time. But at like middle to end, it turned into, is this paranormal or what the fuck is going on?
Dude,
like that really
she had me like, what is
happening? Yeah.
Like,
is it ghost or what the fuck is going on?
So, quick summary. You've got Sawyer is the girl. But dude, Sawyer's just like, I'm a badass. She'd be like stealing identities. She's just stealing wallets.
She's on the run.
Yeah, dude, she's on the run. Ends up like meeting this hot Italian named Enzo. Also love the name
Enzo, yeah.
Know? He's a shark researcher, I believe, or
something like that.
Something along those lines.
With sharks.
So they have like a one night out, right? And Sawyer like steals his identity, and he's like, "This bitch don't think I know." Like, I know, okay?
Yep.
So he tracks her ass down and then like fools her. He's like, "Let's go on another date. Like, come out on my boat. Like, I'll show you what I do." He's like, "Bitch, I know you stole my identity.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?" Like, it was a great night together, and he was just pissed. He's like, if she would have just said like she needs money, like whatever.
I would have given her the money, but like.
But
no.
he's a very vengeful person.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're not gonna fuck me over.
He doesn't like to be lied to. No. Dude, and like the scene, my favorite scene in this book, or out of like all of my smut books I've read.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got her on the boat, and this is before the scene I'm about to talk about. Mm-hmm. He's got her under this guise of like, I'm
gonna show you my boat.
Yeah. He pours a bunch of like chum into the water and like bloody chum to get like the sharks to come up, right? And then they start like fucking, and he's got her like leaning over the boat
it's like a
into
hate
the
fuck.
Water. Yeah.
Because at that point she like confessed to what she was doing.
Of what she's doing, and dude, I love a good hate fuck. So dude, Enzo's like behind her, like railing her, and he keeps just putting her head in the water with the sharks.
Yeah.
And then he'll like bring her up, and she's like kind of like exhilarated about it. Like she's scared, but she's like, oh!
It's like the breath play of it all too.
Yeah, and I was like,
you're reading that. Like I get to that point, and I was like, fuck. No, I don't do water.
She hates the ocean, the deep water, all of
Sharks,
it.
no.
I love it. Shark Week, I'm like,
she keeps trying to get me to watch Shark Week, and I'm like, no.
Every year I'm like, watch it.
Like, this is a really good one. I think I watched part of one last year, and I was like, the fuck am
I
I watching?
tried to get just to watch like the shots where they get like the great whites jumping, trying to get like the dummy seals. I was like, just watch this, right?
No.
I love sharks. I am the type of person, if they're like, hey, you could do like the cage diving.
Have fun.
I would love to do it. Like I would be like, absolutely, right? Mm-hmm. So we are different there. So I was loving that scene.
This, and
I was like, no.
I'm like mortified. I was like, there's no fucking way.
Just like the difference in how we felt about it. I'm over here like,
no.
And she was like,
No. That's a trigger warning on its own.
That is. So they end up like, that happens. It's wild. Then there's like a storm, and they get shipwrecked, dude.
Because he doesn't pay fucking attention to how the weather was, because his mind is so set on
that. Like, I'm gonna get this bitch. Okay, like she done fucked out. And then fucked up.
Shipwreck happens because of the storm.
Yeah. And they find like this tiny island with like this old ass lighthouse, and they're like, oh well, let's like go there for shelter. Yep. Like somebody will come find us soon. So a lot of the book is like
on this island.
Yeah, and they're like trying to survive these like harsh conditions, but like also going from enemies to like, friends to like romance.
Yeah.
Like it becomes deeper than just like enemies. Like it becomes very deep while they're there.
Yeah, because like they're stuck together. They're the only two that they have, and then they meet Sylvester, who runs this fucking lighthouse or whatever, and is saying
he's like the caretaker.
Yeah, he's like, well, we already got a shipment, so we're not getting another one for like a fucking month.
So like y'all gotta wait for a boat to come. I don't have a radio, and it's kind of like
there's just like clear red flags going on.
Yeah, like Sylvester, when he comes out and he's like,
like what the fuck?
You guys stay in your room at night, and
locks them in
the room, like, and hence why they become closer. Like they're literally like trapped in a room.
And it's funny because like they're still bickering.
Yeah,
they're still getting mad at each other, but
it's
they
like
know,
a married couple at that point.
Well, yeah, like
it's so funny.
All they have is each other, and then you can tell that. Sawyer is just so annoyed by him, but Enzo is slowly starting to
see or like discover these like secrets or like things that were going on.
Yeah.
Because but Sylvester like tells a story about like his daughter and her like fate, and so he ends up like telling them at some point. But it's not like the full truth. No,
because he says that like there was a ship of inmates or some shit that
ended up killing her.
Yeah, like they crashed on the island or whatever, and so they were trying to find their way, but like all of these inmates were there. They ended up killing the daughter, something along those lines. It's been a little bit. But then all of the inmates ended up dying
and are like ghosts.
Yeah, so like there's
whatever
ghosts. So you'll hear
like chains
above them.
Yeah, and like the top.
And he said like, "Oh, it's the ghost." It's like whatever. Like that's why you can't come out at night. Blah blah blah.
It's weird.
I was like, so is this place actually haunted?
I'm like, is it haunted? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And so, like, you've got Enzo and Sawyer, like, arguing, bickering. They're trying to leave the island. You've got Sylvester over here being a fucking creeper. You're hearing noises at night. You're locked in the lighthouse. What is going on?
And, like, Sylvester keeps making these comments about Sawyer and, like, how, oh, come sit next to me. Don't leave me. Things like that. And, like,
really weird.
Sylvester has, like, a peg leg.
Yeah, he got wood leg.
Yeah, he has a wood leg. So it's one of those things. And Sawyer's just trying to be nice because she's like, look, he's giving us shelter.
Protection, and his food.
Enzo is not having it.
No.
But then, like, things start to progress.
Mm-hmm. It like pops off there at the end. I mean, like.
Yeah.
They both get their chance for redemption or revenge. I don't really want to like spoil it because it's so wild. Like even though we're like, yeah, we do spoilers. This one, like the ending to this book is so fun, and I didn't see it coming. No. I don't even want to like touch on it.
No, I will say like there was a storm. Things kind of happen. Sawyer finally gets out, goes into that cave with all like the luminous like worms and shit. And then Enzo finds her and like they fuck or whatever in the cave.
Yeah, which was cool.
That was fun. That was fun.
She was all like bruised from being on the rocks and shit. I was like, yeah, girl, get it.
But like Sawyer and Andrew finally come together and like, we're it. We're starting to fall in love. Shit like that. But then everything that starts happening with Sylvester, especially with that lighthouse, like, Sylvester's pretty much like, Enzo, you're fucking gone. Sawyer's staying with me.
And Enzo's like,
not fucking happening.
I'm the anti-hero, bro.
Yeah. But like, Sawyer is able to find some things out. Enzo gets trapped in the basement area, finds some shit, and then it all just kind of, Enzo and Sawyer finally come back together and are able to escape. Things like that. I'm not gonna say anything in detail.
I know, over here,
because it's like I was reading so fast at that point.
It's like a thriller.
Yes.
It is written in a thriller format.
Yeah.
Like where you cannot put it down. So it's like a romantic thriller, like smut thriller. Like I don't know but like it is very much written as a thriller. Like it's a page turner. You're like, oh my god, like
because I seriously thought like this was gonna be fucking ghosts and shit. It turns out like it's something completely different.
Dude, the twist at the end, you're like, wow!
But it really gets you going on the paranormal.
It does. I was like dead set. I was like, that's what's happening, and I was wrong. And I love it when an author just is like, you're wrong. That's not what I had planned.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but I like how she kind of wrote this. Like it's saying like haunting, like all of them. like they had their twists and turns, and there's a specific like writing
Yes.
style. But I feel like with Does It Hurt,
It was very different.
it was totally different in our opinion.
Yes.
Like that's
her writing style.
It hooks me every time.
Yes.
But this plot, the story, and how she wrote this out was fantastic.
It's like thriller smut. It's
Yeah.
like the best way I could describe it. There are a bit of like trigger warnings in this one. Did I already talk about these?
I think so.
Okay. Wait, no,
not this one, no.
So like her huge violence, gore, graphic murder, graphic language, suicide ideation, mentions of suicide, depression, anxiety, PTSD, near-death situations, stranded in the middle of the ocean. That one's for you.
Yeah.
Dub, non-con, mentions of incest and pedophilia, but not depicted, child abuse, mentions of rape and other forms of abuse, kidnapping, and explicit situations for 18 and up. There are also particular kinks, such as, I'm gonna butcher this, autosassinophilia, which is the arousal by risk of being killed.
So there's the shark aspect.
Yeah, it's AUTASSASSIN. So autosassinophilia. I think I'm saying it right.
Sounds good to me.
All right, cool. And sadomasochism. So like again, like you're kind of like fuck Enzo, and then at the end you're like, we love Enzo. Fucking Enzo. Like he's total like anti-hero of the story. Like you don't expect him to be, and then you're like, woo, 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 woo.
Yep.
But yeah, so it was good. We love us some HD Carlton. Oh yes. She's up there, like right with Chantel. But they're different in their own ways.
Honestly, I think that's why I love them both so much, because like we can completely differentiate between the two, but their story is just like and how they both write their characters.
I know they're amazing.
They give me goosebumps. Dude, I love them so much.
Does It Hurt might be like one of the few books I give a 5 out of a 5 for me. I loved the sexy scenes. I loved the thriller vibe.
I think it's a 4.7. 4.7 for me, just because I fucking hate sharks. I hate the ocean.
All right, so out of all of the HD books, they're all like,
they're high.
They're high for us.
I mean, that's how we feel about Chantel's too. Like all of the lords, like fucking,
they're all high.
They progressively got higher.
Like
boom, boom, boom. But they were all like 4 and up. Yep. Honestly.
So these are our deep smut books. Yeah. We were like, ooh. But yeah, HD, we're waiting for another one.
I think she's writing it. I don't know what it's going to be about, but like. I want to say, like, I've seen some of her lives, and she's talking about new books, new things, where Zeta's going, all of that stuff. So,
yeah. Damn. I'm excited. All right. Well, we'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll probably do a movie. We watched Late Night with the Devil.
Yep.
That was fun. If you have the appropriate
mindset
going in.
We'll talk about that more.
And then... what else do we have to cover? We'll do... we read The Troop by Nick Cutter.
Yeah.
So we'll do Late Night with the Devil. Then...
What's that? Some other fun
stuff
sprinkled in.
Before we, like, dive into Crescent City, because we've been done for a while, but it's just, like, we have to get these other ones that we read, like, 2 years ago.
I know. We have a list
out of the way before we can, like, hit on the Crescent City series.
And we all know, like, we are recording these, like... As you guys could probably tell with, like, our clothes don't really change after
we sit and do, like, a few at a time.
Yeah, like, we record batches at a time. And since today is, May 3rd, I know, like, on TikTok there was talk about, Sarah J. Maas is going to have a big...
On May 1st.
On May 1st. Like, obviously that didn't happen.
She did create a TikTok account.
Created a TikTok.
Didn't post nothing.
No. So, like, I feel like something is going to come out, but... I think, like, we can give it a little bit of time. We can catch up on our other things before we really start, like... We do want to do it, like, we talked about this before. We do want to do some reviews of ACOTAR and Crescent City, and then we are going to be doing Throne of Glass, but we haven't started those yet because it's
8.
It's 8 books, and it's going to be such a big thing.
Yes, it's going to take a lot of our time.
Yes, so
but yeah, we want to be able to, like, review Crescent City, and then hopefully, like, soon we'll have a date for the new ACOTAR book, and then we'll, like, do a refresh on ACOTAR reads, and yeah.
I think it'd be
we'll
great.
keep going.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a busy summer, y'all.
Oh my God.
All the reading.
All of it.
All right, we'll be back next week.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you'd like to see more from us, you can find us on Instagram at the Midnight Babes Podcast and on TikTok at the Midnight Babes. Stay spooky, friends.